know I got it made. 6 if you haterade, I keep it G, Gatorade, cause it's game time. So I gotta shine, cause it's game time. Top spot is mine, cause it's game time. Leave it all on the line, cause it's game time. It's game time. Yeah, Block's about to kill it. Yeah. Listen to my words, man, you know I be the realest. Running on E, still give it all I got. Yo, the game's on the line, and I'm Jordan for the shot. So it's bang, swish, that's the game winner. You looking at a veteran, you really a beginner. Science to deliver.
Hello and welcome back to Center Court, everybody. Talat over here, Debo to my left. We're so excited you're back and you're joining us once again. We've got a lot to talk about. The NBA season is back in full force.
Of course.
We're both really excited. There's so much to discuss. Starting with our boys in green.
Oh, yeah.
We were fortunate enough to be at opening night for the Celtics, and it was absolutely incredible. And it was one of the best experiences I have ever had.
Oh, yeah. Shout-outs to my boys,
sure.
by the way. We were at opening night, and we were actually the JBL lucky row of the game. On the Jumbotron, all that good stuff, you know? So it was a good time. Shout-outs to the Celtics for getting that dub on opening night. You know, it was a good time.
You have to win on opening night.
No question.
That's how it is.
No question.
So why don't we talk about these guys after opening night?
Let's do that.
After opening night, the Celtics, so they're not fantastic right now. Okay, I'm going to put it lightly. They have a lot of work to do, and it's fine, right? So we were expecting this. We were expecting players to come back. Gordon Hayward, major injury. Kyrie out 6 months. That's a long time.
Of course.
Daniel Tice still working his way back. He was a big part of this team last year. Everyone trying to fit it together, trying to understand, all right, how do we play together now offensively? They're getting the shots. They're not hitting the shots. That will come.
Exactly.
Kyrie, at the end of the Orlando game, started to cook. You know, he was finding his rhythm again at the end of that game, and that's what you want. You want to see that guy find his shots easy, not force anything.
Exactly.
Gordon Hayward hit like three-pointers in that game, I'm pretty sure. He's starting to slowly find a rhythm. It'll all come together when it's supposed to.
It's coming together.
So why don't you tell me about what you think? So Kyrie last game had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Oh,
It's a pretty nice stat line.
It's just so crazy to me because after watching them the first 4 games, it's like, I really realize how many miles there are to feed on this team. You know what I mean? So I've seen Kyrie, like, I feel like he's trying to pass a lot. I need him to be more selfish. You know what I mean? I need Kyrie to be that 30-point alpha dog that I know. Even though there's so many players on that team, like, I feel like we're still trying to figure out who's the leader of the team. Is it Tatum? Because you see him balling out. You know what I mean? You see Hayward starting to get his groove back. You see Kyrie also. Although it's a team game, I want to see Kyrie just, like, let people know, like, nah, this is my team, you know what I mean? And I feel like we'll start to, like, figure it out as we go along, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's doing good.
That's the only way to figure it out, right, is you have to play the games.
Exactly.
They look great on paper, but, I mean, paper doesn't win you a title.
Of course.
You got to go play the basketball game. Gordon Hayward does look better.
He does.
He's looking more confident with each game, which is awesome to see. You can't, how can you not root for that guy? You know, like, Celtics fan or not, it's just after what he went through, you want to see him do well.
Oh, yeah, his story is phenomenal.
You know, it's incredible. So those 2 guys are back. We can't wait to see them back in full swing for this team. One of our young guys, Jason Tatum, balling out start the season.
Oh, my God.
He had against the Knicks 24 points and 14 rebounds. What's impressed me about him is his rebounding numbers.
Right.
His offense we know his offense is just awesome. But he's averaging 17.5 points per game and 10.5 rebounds per game.
Wow.
This kid rebounds like a machine.
Of course.
And that's kind of this underrated thing that Danny Ainge took notice of in his workout. And no one else seemed to, like, notice that he's long arm, just goes after the ball. Like, it's easy for him.
Yeah, his wingspan's almost like 7-something. Something
yeah,
like that. It's pretty wild. It's wild.
Long.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. He's doing well. Tatum is.
Yeah.
Those workouts with Kobe, man. He's utilizing all of it. He's playing good. He's playing real good.
And once they find that rhythm within the offense,
oh yeah,
it's just gonna be even smoother if that's possible. You know, with him,
he's silky. You see him with that step back.
Unbelievable. It's
so
right.
It's so you feel it. It's like, ooh, this kid is young too. Like,
yeah,
you know what I
20.
mean? So I know he looks older, but it's crazy.
We have another young guy on this team. If you haven't heard his birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Jaylen Brown.
Whoop.
He's struggling a bit, 9.3 points per game, 4.8 rebounds. Here's the thing about Jaylen Brown. So Kyrie Irving and Jason Tatum can dribble the ball, ISO, and hit shots. There's a lot of ISO ball happening on this team right now, not enough passing. The thing about Jaylen Brown is he's a guy who cuts to the basket. He's a guy who works within the offense. That's when he's best.
Yep.
So when this offense starts to pick up, his game is going to start to pick up.
Of course.
He's the one, we all knew someone was going to struggle with everyone integrating, right? And it's the guy who, one, has to guard the best player on the other team.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Tim Hardaway, Kawhi Leonard, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kawhi Leonard, all of them.
Of course.
And the guy who's not getting as much production out of himself because he's so tired on the defensive end. His offense is suffering. Jason's ISOing. Kyrie's ISOing. It's Jaylen Brown's going to find his stroke. He's going to be phenomenal this year. I know he's going to be phenomenal this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it hurts to kind of see him struggle so much at the beginning of the year. And he's frustrated. So he's forcing shots and he's forcing things. And that's when it just gets worse.
Of course. No, I mean, it's the beginning of the season, you know. So, of course, I'd rather it be now than later at the end of the day. And it just goes back to that, a lot of mouths to feed. Everyone, like, we're a shot-happy team, I feel like. Yeah. You got Kyrie, you got Gordon, you got Al. You know what I mean? And then you got Rozier off the bench. Like, and you got Tatum, obviously. So it's like, Brown he's not even like he's not even like the fourth option we go to for shots, you know? So when he gets his opportunities, I feel like he's trying to shoot more threes, you know what I mean? When it's like, bro, just, stick to your game, slash more, play D. It's all going to come together. I don't want to jump the gun too much and be like, oh, is he going to get out of the slump? He'll figure it out. He's going to figure it out.
It's part of him being like one of the young guys on the team, right?
Of course,
it's like,
inconsistencies. It's what you got to deal with.
It'll be fine. He's got the right coaching staff. He's got the right veterans around him. They'll all figure it out. No one panic.
Tell me y'all saw that dunk on Embiid.
Woo!
Tell me y'all saw that on Embiid.
Went bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And it wasn't even, he got fouled and he threw the ball off the backboard.
Whatever you want to call it.
It was unreal. And that Terry Rozier block on Embiid flew out of nowhere.
You know what I mean? Like don't let the record scare you. I've seen great things from this team. I've seen flashes of the greatness of the team that they are.
When it comes together, game over.
Game over.
And it's gonna come together.
Of course.
Absolutely.
It's not even a question.
No question. There are other teams in the East though. So
unfortunately,
the Toronto Raptors have started undefeated. The Sixers are 2-3. They've looked meh. Yeah. And the Bucks are undefeated. Who out of those three teams scares you the most?
Oh my gosh. Right now it's a tie between Toronto and Milwaukee. Kawhi is serious.
He's fit in seamlessly.
And he's healthy. And he is healthy. Like, we played them, one of the best games I've seen in a while, but they pulled away. They did what they had to do. I respect them. But it's a tie right now between the Raptors and the Bucks. Have you seen Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Oh my God,
Have
Giannis.
you seen that boy?
Greek freak.
Greek freak.
Absolute freak.
Like, I knew he was coming for blood when he worked out with Kobe. Also, he's been saying that, but like, the numbers, the production, the team being undefeated, I'm scared of them because it's the same core from last year. It's just Giannis is on another level.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you saw how we struggled with them last year.
Yeah.
First round, we barely beat them. So we'll see. We're gonna see them.
And they have a better coach.
Better
this
coach.
Year, Mike Budenholzer. Chris Middleton is still like this unbelievable shooter.
Yeah.
Can't miss for some reason.
They got Middleton, they got Bledsoe. They're very deep.
They're
deeper
a good
than I
team.
thought. Yeah.
And I think they're gonna shock a lot of people. I didn't put this on here, but the Indiana Pacers I also feel like are getting underrated.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I knew
a good
that.
basketball team. Victor Oladipo is legit.
Oh yeah.
Watch out for that team. They're gonna be,
The East Coast is wide open. I say that just because LeBron is not there. So every team feels like, okay, we got a chance at this, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? There was a lot of hype on us, and I think a lot of the East teams were like, you know what? Why isn't there hype on us? Mm-hmm. So they're like, okay, Celtics is a team to beat. We're gonna go and beat them or try to beat them. Yeah. So that's why this year is gonna be a big time.
So a lot of tests are gonna happen for the Celtics.
Oh,
they're gonna be tested quite a bit. It's good though.
Oh, we need that
because the West is harder anyway.
That's
so you
want
to be tested in the. I mean, let's give credit where it's due. The East has become much better.
Oh yeah.
Than it was like 5 years ago. I don't know if you've heard about this, but what the NBA has done with the G League. You heard about this?
I have heard about this, and go on. We'll
So to give you guys a little background, Darius Baisley from Brockton, Massachusetts, a 6'9", 210-pound wing. He was committed to Syracuse University, in playing for Jim Boeheim in that zone defense that they play up there. He backs out, signs an internship/shoe deal with New Balance, who's looking to get back into the market with sneakers, just as Puma just did with basketball. And the contract for this year is $1 million. If he hits all of his goals, it goes up to $14 million.
Wow.
So basically what we have here is the NBA versus the NCAA right now,
Finally,
right?
it has to happen.
And what the NBA has done is they've given college athletes, so high school kids, this option of, you know what, you can't come to the NBA right away, but we're going to give you $125,000 if you play in the G League. That's what the contracts are going to be now. And so a lot of NCAA people obviously are very, very upset because a lot of these kids, you can't take money. And it's a whole thing. I don't like what the NCAA does to these kids.
I hate them.
And everyone feels that way. So what you have now is the NBA going, you know what? It's us versus them. That's how I look at it.
As
right?
it should be.
It's like a
As
competition. So why don't we take our G League that no one kind of really pays too much attention to? I mean,
And
they do,
them.
but how about we get these recruits and let's boost our league and let's give them money, and who's going to turn that down? You're going to turn down all that money? You can't get in trouble for it.
I think it's a win-win for the athletes coming up in the NBA.
Fabulous idea.
Clearly.
Fabulous.
I'm anti-NCAA. You hear me? The life of a student athlete, as I've seen going to UMass, I've seen it. It's rigorous. And the NCAA makes money based off of these athletes. And the athletes get what? The promise of an education. And half the time they don't even stay because they want to go to the NBA. They're good enough, they leave one and done, that's it. Right? So, I'm not going to get a college education. I'm just going just to go. Look at Ben Simmons, etc. I'm just going just so I can go to the NBA. Why wouldn't you go to the G League and get that $120,000 for the year that you got to wait and then go to the NBA if you need money right now? You look at Ben Simmons again, he told me, his story is he went to LSU, barely had money for food. He's seeing everyone make money off of his name. He's carrying the team on his back. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just I get it. Go get your bread. You know what I mean? I respect it a lot.
Yeah,
I really do.
Absolutely.
I really do.
And basically, it's actually not gonna go into the G League. He's doing this internship with New Balance. He's gonna be working there. He's gonna be training. So that's also an option too. You can now just take an off year basically and go train. You don't have to go into the G League if you don't want to. Just take your year. G League is not glamorous, guys. G League is buses and motels and just like minor league baseball. It's buses, motels. You don't get any of the things that the NBA players get. So a lot of agents are you know what? Why don't we take the year? Why don't you do something different? This is a great idea. An internship and shoe deal wrapped into one.
Absolutely.
And he's right next to the Celtics practice facility.
This is cool.
And this kid is ranked very high
and he's
coming out of high school. And he's from Brockton.
It's only fitting.
It would be, we have a lot of wings, but can you have too many wings?
No.
I don't think so.
Not in this day and age.
Not today. Not in this day and age. But I can't wait to see how this is gonna how this is gonna work out, because Jim Boeheim came out and was already mad about it. He had said something, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but he was angry about this kid decommitting and doing his own thing and not coming to Syracuse because he was gonna go to his university and he's a high-ranked kid.
Of course.
It's going to happen more. It's going to happen to all the universities. It's going to happen to Duke. It's going to happen to North Carolina. All these schools are going to get hit.
Of course.
NCAA is going to get hit. NBA is going to make a ton of money off this.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a few years, and you're going to see really how this works out. And this is a great decision by the league.
Shout outs to LeBron for that tweet. You mad, huh?
Yeah, you big mad.
You big mad, huh?
Big mad.
You should be.
Yeah.
You can't be taking these kids' money and using them for your gain. It's over with. It's too much.
And you're looking at coaches that get paid
millions.
Coaches,
you're getting paid millions of dollars.
And they're coaching these kids who can't even afford food.
Who can't even afford food.
What is this?
The promise of an education, but then it's they're going to the NBA. So are they going to get that education? It's such an advantage for the NCAA. So But
most of the time, it's not even, they're going to empty classes. They're not even really going to class.
Exactly.
They're not even real courses that they're taking. They're just courses to help them pass so that they can still play.
Exactly.
It's such nonsense.
It's a scam.
Yeah. You're better off making your money, right?
Of course.
And then if you so choose to go get a degree, you can go do that.
You can go do that with your own money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You shouldn't have to be forced to just take bogus classes.
Exactly.
Just, go do your thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of LeBron, Bron's Lakers debut was interesting. Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. I
did
I
as
love
well.
Bron. I do.
It's still weird seeing him in yellow and purple.
Yeah.
It's weird. Purple and gold, excuse me. And they have a lot more work to do than I think people thought. They're good, but you look at all these teams in the West and you're like, wow.
Yeah, guys.
They're good too.
I'm still sticking with my prediction. I know they're struggling right now. It's early. They still get into the Western Conference Finals. That's my pick, and I'm gonna stay with it. But on a side note, did y'all see that brawl?
Oh, there
Did
it
y'all
is.
see that? Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up because that was a crazy. I haven't
Wow.
seen that in a long time. Oh my
That
gosh, Chris
I was-
Paul and Rondo.
I was like, you know what? I think I can go to bed. Like, it's late. I think I have work in the morning. Oh, nothing will happen.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Then this happens, and I'm up to like 2 in the morning. I'm
Like,
like, I
whoa.
can't sleep after that.
Exactly.
And these guys hate each other.
It's been like that.
They've been hating each other. The Brandon Ingram thing was weird to me.
Ingram was a little. He was tight the whole game, so he was
was-
just like, nah, you ain't going. You ain't touching my boys. You're not touching my boys. So.
James
I
Harden
respect
got
it.
under his skin.
Oh yeah.
That's what he does, right? But last year when he tried to do it to Marcus Smart, Marcus just drew 2 charges on him when they were in Boston.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the game. If you're not like a Marcus Smart who has I don't say controlled his emotions completely, but has done a much better job of reining them in, right? Ingram is still learning that, like this whole team is learning that, right? Because the pressure of playing with LeBron every night is emotional.
Of course.
That's what it is. These guys have never been in an environment like that consistently. No way. So here comes LeBron, here comes Rondo. Chris Paul, it's a recipe for disaster. Boiling point's going to hit.
Oh yeah.
In a game like that. So Brandon Ingram shoves James Harden. And you're like, all right, that's a frustration foul. Whatever. Brawl starts, Ingram comes in out of nowhere and just boom. And he swings big like
He's
this.
defending his teammate. I can't be too mad at that. I can't be. Because that's something Marcus Smart would do. That's
of
something
course,
Marcus
when you-
Morris
yeah.
would do. You know what I mean? Do you think Rondo spit on Chris Paul? Did you see that video?
I saw the video. I saw a
Did you
really
see the
detailed
close-up?
video. I saw the
Do you think he did it?
close-up.
Do you think it was justified?
I don't listen. I've heard terrible things about Chris Paul.
Truth. Truth.
But
we're not talking everyone's talking about that. That's not. That's besides the point.
Besides the point. I think spitting on someone, regardless of what's happening, is just you should not do that.
Absolutely.
It's Bush League. I don't know if it was like his mouth guard and he was talking and he spit. I don't know what happened, but it looked like he spit.
It looked
that's
like
Bush
he
League.
did.
It looks like, and so when Chris Paul's like he spit on me, I was like, all right. Like
You know what I mean?
he spit on you.
Yeah, it's like Chris Paul.
Don't do that.
No,
I'm gonna relate Rondo to. I'm sorry to my director, but Brad Marchand, because Brad Marchand goes around and does this type of stuff all the time. He's like licking people's noses and just pulling stuff that like, what are you doing?
I know,
And you
man.
just shake your head and you're like, you're so much better than that. Like, why are you like this? Love Brad Marchand. Go Bees. But, that type of stuff.
No, of
like,
courd I hear that.
Come on.
It was wild.
Veteran, too. And they're both veteran guys.
Oh yeah. So to see that happen, I'm like, so what happened?
Yeah.
But it was dope. Hey, I like the entertainment. What can I say? It's been a minute since I've seen some brawls like that. So
They won't. I mean, nowadays
say?
you breathe on like Steph Curry and
It's a foul.
it's a foul at the 3-point line.
So I'm happy that they actually let them. Well, they didn't let them, but I'm happy I saw some swings finally.
Yeah. I mean,
know.
NBA used to be crazy physical.
That's why I'm.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh! You've seen the clothesline by Kevin McHale.
Of course.
Kurt Rambis.
I was raised. I mean, we were born in the '90s, so people are like, "Oh, Derek, you didn't see Debo, you didn't see that in the '90s." I lived watching those highlights.
That Ron Artest fight.
That was
that
prime time.
Malice
That was
Palace.
prime time.
That was after that is when they started to really like crack down on it because
Yeah.
people didn't like seeing fights. And listen, it's not like the best thing you want to see at a basketball game, but sure,
That's
once
fine.
in a while,
That's
let's
fine.
go.
On a random tip, though, how you feeling about the rookies that came in this year?
Rob Williams or just in general?
Just in general. Just in general. You seen Trae Young the other night?
I watched Doncic and Trae Young last night.
Yeah,
Trae Young was
good,
was
man.
good. I love Luka Doncic.
I do too.
He like that 6'7" frame that he has, and to do what he does, I'm such a fan. Like I would get a
yeah.
Doncic jersey. Like
They're gonna be. That's the future of the league. So
Yeah.
they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal.
Trae Young for sure. Like he's gonna be. He's basically they drafted him because he reminds them of a Steph Curry.
Oh yeah.
I can see it. That's the comparison for sure.
Yeah.
He's like about 6 feet.
The other night he
plays that
had
way.
The other night he had 35 and 10 assists.
Something like
he
that.
it was some historic note. So shout outs to Trey. You know.
DeAndre Ayton looks really good.
Yo,
I don't know if you've seen him play. Wow.
I slept on him, but he's a savage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like him and Devin Booker together.
They're gonna be good
They
at some
find a
point.
point guard. They find a legitimate point guard on that team.
Yeah.
Wow. You know.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's really crazy.
Whether they draft him, whether they trade for him, I could see a Markelle Fultz on the Suns.
That'd be nice.
That would be a good fit because the Sixers don't need Markelle Fultz, but the Suns would need a Markelle Fultz.
Exactly. You know who's balling? AD.
Oh my gosh. Can we give Anthony Davis some love?
Finally.
Please, guys. Can we please give this guy some love
He
right
said
now?
he's the most dominant player in the league, and I'm starting to really believe him.
I don't see any reason why he's not. Yes, LeBron exists, but
There's LeBron and there's Giannis, but then
there's LeBron and Giannis, but no one can do what Anthony Davis does.
Period. It's a fact.
The Pelicans
They're undefeated, by the way.
are gonna be if Davis stays healthy this year, and Mirotic is actually proven to be, I think, a better complement to Davis than Boogie was.
Seriously.
Because he stretches the floor and he can do a lot more. And Drew Holiday's a legit point guard.
Oh yeah,
You know,
they got Julius Randle on the low.
Randall's balling out.
They're balling.
If these guys continue to play well, I don't believe any of this hype about, they're going to trade Davis, they're going to trade it.
Right.
This is a good team right now, and they have good pieces around them.
Absolutely.
So I don't see any reason why Anthony Davis right now would be thinking, I think I want to leave. New Orleans is a nice city.
I'm telling you, it's early. The NBA is early,
Baby
but
stages of the season.
it's been wild. You're trying to I looked at the standings the other day. You want to tell me that the Pelicans are the best team in the West, the Nuggets are the best team in the West. You know what I mean? You want to tell me that
It evens out.
It evens out. The Rockets are 1-3 right now.
Oh,
you want to believe that?
But here's the
You know
nice
what I'm
thing
saying?
about Houston. I've watched a few Houston games so far. They don't look great. You can tell they're missing stuff. And they lost Luke Mabahamute, and they lost Trevor Ariza.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're missing guys.
Yo.
And they're going to try to trade for Jimmy Butler again.
Yo, I was going to say today.
4 first-round picks for Jimmy Butler.
For essentially a possible rental.
How absurd. That's almost as bad as that Brooklyn Nets-Boston Celtics trade.
If I was Minnesota, I would take that deal in a heartbeat
this.
and
Like
let Houston deal with their mess of problems already.
Listen, this Jimmy Butler thing is affecting Karl Anthony Towns.
He's playing like
garbage.
Damn. Yeah.
You need to figure it out.
The other night he airballed a shot and then called for his coach to
I'm
take
out.
him out. I'm out.
Get me out of here.
Clearly it's affecting that team, man. Just get him out of here. I love Jimmy. Again, I don't think he's a max player. I already said my piece. I think he's dope. He's not a max player, but the way he's acting on that team, man, you commanding a lot of unwanted attention that I don't think you deserve to bring to that team. You're not Braun. You're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you're not Steph Curry. You're not LeBron.
you're good. You're dope. Clearly, you're the best person on that team, but that doesn't mean you can act like a diva.
What the Timberwolves need to do though is this starts from ownership. Ownership all the way down is not good. Poor ownership. Kevin Garnett hates the owner of the Timberwolves.
As I think KG should just own the team, but that's besides the point. Yeah.
Poor ownership in Glenn Taylor. Thibs has got to go. You need to get rid of that guy. Honestly, he is not good for that team.
Love Tibbs, man.
I know, and thank you, Tom Thibodeau, for helping us win a title.
Yeah.
But it's just not working there for him. You need a different coach for that team. Andrew Wiggins has severely underperformed for what he is.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns is a great talent, but he's not right now. This team got to the playoffs last year with Jimmy. You need a guy who's going to develop these kids and not just play them 48 minutes a night and be like, all right, go play. Well, teach them things. Help them develop. Be better basketball players, please. From what I've read.
That's real.
From what I've read, from Timberwolves fans, they don't like Thibs. They want him gone. Guys, I want the Timberwolves to succeed. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're one of my favorite teams to root for, just because you always want to root for an underdog. And I've always wanted them to win, especially their KG's first team. That's them. And I want you guys to succeed, but please handle your business. Like, please do us a favor.
It's real.
You guys got, like, you rebranded, new logo, good generational talent on the team. Put it together.
Put it together. I'm telling you, the NBA has been wild these last few weeks. You know, just starting out.
It's only been like 8 days.
It's only been 8 days. It feels like it's been on for a few weeks, man. And
greatest league on the planet.
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Ain't nothing like basketball.
That's it.
Ain't nothing like basketball.
Like you go through a whole summer and you forget how good it is.
Yeah. Oh, we got to Warriors. I mean, although they're not number one. Do you see Steph the other night?
Oh my God.
He cooked.
He had 23 in the first quarter.
51 and 3/4.
51 and 3. Imagine if he played the 4.
He would have got 70.
Woo.
The NBA is wild.
It's
Shout out to Steph.
fun. It's
Just
fun.
I don't know how you do it, bro. But
Effortless.
We gonna see you though.
Yeah.
We gonna see you though.
That's it. Our guys are gonna figure it out. It's
Oh,
gonna be awesome.
I have not one concern about the Boston Celtics.
No way,
We
man.
still the team. You still coming through us. Don't matter. It's early. Y'all can say whatever you want. Oh, the Celtics. Kyrie. What? Kyrie got hurt. Gordon got hurt. Give him time. Tatum is young. Jalen is young. Inconsistencies. We're still getting our groove together as a team.
They don't
78
come
more
together.
games. We'll see y'all.
And Brad Stevens is notorious at the beginning of the season for experimenting.
Oh yeah.
This is what he does. This is normal.
It's nothing. It's really nothing.
It's like when the Patriots look terrible the first month of the season and everyone freaks out.
And then we rattle off 8 in a row, 9 in a row, 10 in a row.
That's it.
It'll be Boston
That's
the
what
same
it
way.
is.
You know.
Everybody, please stop freaking out. Like, relax.
We're gonna be
Sit
fine.
on your couch, turn on the game, or turn to something else. If you don't want to watch the game, pop open a beer or a soda or whatever it is you drink.
And chill.
Relax.
And chill.
It's going to be okay. It's a very long season. Very long. I guarantee you, in March, you will not remember October.
It's all facts.
It's a very long
It's
season.
all
There's too
facts.
much happening for you to be like, oh, yeah. You remember in October when they were completely just terrible? God, I still hate the fact that they looked that bad. You're not going to care what they looked like in
course.
October.
Everyone has their early season troubles. Warriors had it when they got together. Heat got it together when they had that problem when LeBron came through the town. It's just that early season. Damn, how do we mesh? But then when we do, it's a wrap.
That's it.
We coming.
That's it.
You know it.
Yeah. Side note, one last guy I wanted to talk about, DeMar DeRozan.
Serious.
San Antonio.
Serious.
He's looking good.
I knew it was
looking
gonna
good.
fit.
Perfect fit.
It was gonna fit. It was gonna fit. Him and Pop together. It's just what it is. Like he's a great player.
I'm really excited for DeMar DeRozan.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm excited for him to really showcase. Like he showcased in Toronto, of course, and I'm excited for him to showcase under Pop.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see what he has in store
Wonderful
for DeMar DeRozan.
wonderful coaching.
Fantastic coaching.
Yeah.
Great organization. Always root for the Spurs. I can't not root for the Spurs.
Yeah, Pop
unless
is
they play us.
Pop is one of them guys for me.
Yeah.
Like you follow the NBA, if you know about Pop's story, like
That's it.
best coach,
Yeah.
lost his wife recently. You just can't help but root for the guy no matter what.
Of course.
So shout outs to you, Pop. You know what I mean?
When I was on Twitter last year after the Celtics lost to the San Antonio Spurs because of Manu Ginobili and Manu Magic, there was not one Celtics fan who was mad on Twitter. They were all like, I respect it.
It's fine.
Like, there's not one person who gets mad.
We're on the go.
We're going to get this.
We're on the go. Shout out to the Red Sox.
Oh, by the way, yes.
We
Boston
doing
Red
big
Sox.
things. Big
Did
things.
you see that catch by Benintendi?
Wonderful.
Be-
It was wonderful.
Benny with the reach, and he looked like the Jumpman logo.
It was wonderful.
That was awesome.
I love what this team is doing. Shout out to the Red Sox. Keep balling. Boston Celtics keep balling.
Bruins.
Ball. Patriots ball. Boston ball.
It's fun. It's fun
City
living
of
here.
Champions. Believe in the gang.
That's it. Shout out to my podcast with my director, Danny. It's called City of the Champions Podcast. By the way, just a little drop it in there.
What's
You're
up?
always welcome to come on if you want.
Oh, wonderful. I'll
You
come
know
through
that.
anytime.
Come through.
Anytime.
We'd love to have you.
Oh, of course.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. There's a lot to look forward to, and we can't wait to get on this ride with you. Have a good night.
Peace.
From the top on down, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
Lion, or are you gonna be prey? Hunting for the title, I'ma be the predator. Doing what I gotta do, beating every competitor. I am so raw, excuse me, pardon. Rocking to the top, Dwight Howard, James Harden. So I'm ballin', like I'm Jim Jones.